Chapter 3, The King of Baseball, How Babe Ruth Became Immortal by the Early 1920s. Babe Ruth was no longer just a baseball player. He had become a phenomenon. Everywhere he went, crowds followed him. Fans filled stadiums hours before games started. Children copied his batting stance in streets and schoolyards across America. And honestly, baseball had never seen anything like it before. Because Babe Ruth wasn't simply winning games anymore. He was turning baseball into entertainment. Every time he walked onto the field, people expected something legendary to happen, and most of the time, it did. The Home Run King. During that era, hitting home runs consistently was considered almost impossible. Most players focused on defense and short plays, but Babe Ruth completely destroyed those old rules. Season after season, he smashed unbelievable numbers of home runs. Balls flew into crowds, fans exploded with excitement, and pitchers became terrified every time he stepped up to bat. One swing from Babe Ruth could completely change a game. No cap, watching him felt different. Even the sound of his bat became iconic. People inside stadiums would instantly stand up the moment Babe prepared to swing, because nobody knew how far the baseball might travel. And soon, Babe Ruth became baseball's biggest attraction. The Yankees dynasty begins. As Babe Ruth dominated baseball, the New York Yankees started becoming unstoppable. Crowds inside Yankee Stadium became massive. The team started winning championships, and Babe Ruth became the face of American sports. At one point, his popularity became bigger than Hollywood celebrities. Newspapers talked about him daily. Fans traveled across America just to watch him play, and every home run made his legend grow even larger. People started calling Yankee Stadium the house that Ruth built, because Babe Ruth's popularity helped transform the Yankees into baseball's most famous team. And honestly, that nickname became legendary forever. A lifestyle full of chaos. But while Babe Ruth dominated baseball, his personal life became just as famous. He loved parties, luxury, attention, late nights, and sometimes his lifestyle worried coaches and teammates. Because unlike most athletes, Babe Ruth lived like a rock star before sports even had rock stars. He ate unhealthy food, stayed out late, and spent money constantly. But somehow, once the game started, he still performed like a superhero. That made fans love him even more. Because Babe Ruth felt human, wild, unpredictable, real, and America became obsessed with him. The most famous home run ever then came one of the most legendary moments in sports history, the 1932 World Series, Yankees versus Chicago Cubs. The stadium atmosphere was intense, fans screaming, players trash-talking, pressure everywhere, and then suddenly, Babe Ruth did something nobody could believe. Standing at the plate, he appeared to point toward the outfield, almost like he was predicting where the baseball would land. The crowd looked confused, pitchers looked angry, and moments later, Babe Ruth smashed a gigantic home run exactly in that direction. The stadium exploded, and instantly it became one of the most iconic moments in baseball history. People later called it the called shot. Even today, fans still debate whether Babe truly predicted the home run. But honestly, that mystery only made the moment more legendary. The immortal legacy. By the end of his career, Babe Ruth had become far bigger than baseball itself. He helped save the sport during difficult times in America. He made home runs popular. He turned athletes into celebrities. And he inspired millions of people around the world. For many fans, Babe Ruth wasn't just a baseball player. He was baseball itself, and even decades later, his name still feels legendary, because some athletes become champions, some become icons, but very few become immortal. And Babe Ruth, he became immortal forever.